Good evening, this is Luke Thomas, QuakePrediction.com here at the Earthquake channel. It is 11:58 in the evening on Monday, January 25th, 2021. We're going to go straight over to the earthquakes that have happened during the last 24 hours. And we have 48 earthquakes, significant earthquakes around the world. The largest 5.4 here in Papua New Guinea. Let's look closer at California. And we've got 9 significant earthquakes in this area. The latest being, we've got a 3.0 down here in Ocotillo and a 2.5 near the Salton Sea. And this one just hit northwest of San Diego, near Carlsbad, California. And that was a 3.0. Let's go straight to the warning for California. And our warning continues now until noon tomorrow. So this quake here should hit by noon tomorrow, the 26th. Most likely to hit this evening during the next few hours, actually. Here's the risk graph from El Centro and Salton Sea. That risk graph is the highest. So most likely to occur, this quake is most likely to occur near the Salton Sea. And our risk area extends from Santa Maria to Santa Barbara to LA, Los Angeles, down to San Diego to the Salton Sea. That is the highest risk area there. So looking for a strong earthquake, a major earthquake during the next 12 hours or so. Most likely before noon tomorrow, the 26th, and even more likely during the next few hours here. This also peaks in Los Angeles right about now, around the 25th, at the end of the 25th. And you see it peaked here on the 20th, and it produced a 3.5. However, the quake at that time didn't release all this energy. So we're coming along here again, and the 25th, we have another trigger, which will trigger all this energy that was built up for the 20th, which didn't release. So once again, we're looking for a possible 6.5 to 7.0 earthquake during the next 12 hours. And most likely near the Salton Sea. And the next most likely spot, is the near Los Angeles. So let's look at the other maps around the world. We'll start off with Anchorage, Alaska. We have a risk up here on the 28th for a 4.5 to 5.0 earthquake in Anchorage. And in Eureka, California, we have a forecast map up there. It also is coming to a peak here on the 25th in the evening. So the same time it's happening down in LA and the Salton Sea. So we're looking for a significant earthquake in Southern California, but we could get one in Northern California as well. Not as strong, though. And here we have a forecast for Hawaii. And we could get a 3.0 to 3.5 on the 28th into the 29th of January. And this forecast for Puerto Rico, we had a strong peak on the 23rd and the 24th, which produced a 5.4. From that peak here, the 23rd and the 24th. And this one here on the 70% risk on the 26th could produce a 3.5 to 4.0 quake on the 26th of January, which is coming up very soon. Actually, it's the 26th right now, 12:02 a.m. So we're going to go to the Seattle forecast now. Seattle's forecast is calibrated differently, but it's at 53% for the 25th. So maybe a 2.5 around that area tonight. And now we're going to Athens, Greece. Pretty high risk on the 26th and even higher on the 29th. So a 5.0 earthquake is possible on the 29th, 5.0 larger. And a 4.5 is possible on the 26th. This is for Athens, Greece. And Bogota, Colombia. 4.5 is possible, 4.5 earthquake on the 26th into the 27th here. And Santiago, Chile, you can see this risk here produced a 6.4 in Argentina. We're close by there to Santiago, Chile. And this peak produced a 5.8. And this one here could produce a 5.5 to 6.0 earthquake on the 26th into the 27th. So that's going to be a significant earthquake in Santiago, Chile. And Costa Rica, this beginning of the risk graph here produced a 5.9 in Guatemala. Close by Costa Rica there. And this produced a 3.5 in Panama, just across the border in Costa Rica there. 74% on the 26th, which could produce a 4.0 to 4.5 in the Costa Rica area tomorrow, or now it's today, actually, the 26th. Costa Rica. We just added the forecast for Croatia. And Croatia's forecast is peaking on the 26th. Interesting here. They had a 6.4, I believe, back a week or two ago. And this peak here on the 26th into the 27th, which is today into tomorrow, could produce a 5.0 to 5.5. Significant risk in Croatia during the next 36 hours. And we just added that forecast. Here's a Cyprus forecast. This risk here is 65%, produced a 4.9 in Cyprus. And the risk is at about, right here, about 25% right now, and rising. And in Ecuador, Quito, Ecuador, we had a 4.9 across the border late on the 23rd on this peak. 78% risk late on the 25th. And then the risk falls after that. Quito, Ecuador. El Salvador. We had a strong risk when that 5.9 hit, and then a 4.2 on this peak, 4.2 on this one, 4.7 on this significant peak on the 23rd, and only 51% on the 28th here. And the risk is not all that high, just moderate in El Salvador. Guatemala, 4.7 on this peak on the 21st, and 58% risk now today on the 26th. Could get a 4.0 to 4.5 in Guatemala. Indonesia, 4.8 on this peak. And coming up now in the next 24 hours, we could get a 4.5 to 5.5 on this peak here on the 26th into the 27th. Jakarta, Indonesia. These are for just major cities here now. So we're going to go to Naples, Italy. And this peak is also very high in Naples, Italy, and could produce a 4.0 to 4.5 and maybe even a 5.0 earthquake during the next 24 to 36 hours in Naples, Italy. Tokyo, Japan. Looks like very high risk in Iwate and Akita, Aomori, Sendai in the northern part of Japan. And the risk is peaking on the 26th into the 27th. So we could see a significant earthquake here in northern Japan near Iwate Prefecture. Maybe even a 5.5 to 6.0 earthquake in northern Japan during the next 24 to 36 hours. New Zealand, 65% on the 29th of January. Pretty quiet right now, though. Christchurch, New Zealand. All right, Nicaragua. Risk is at about 70% right now, 80% on the 28th. And we could get a 4.0 earthquake on the 28th of January. Lima, Peru. The risk is around 40% right now, and then rises to about 60% on the 28th. Pretty low right now. Manila, Philippines. Pretty high risk right now, 82% on the 27th, 79% on the 28th. And so we could get a 4.5 to 4.8 during the next 48 hours in Manila, Philippines. Puerto Rico again, we saw that 5.4 on the 23rd into the 24th, and we could get a 3.5 to 4.0 on the 26th. Taipei, Taiwan, this peak in risk here on the 25th produced like, I believe 4 or 5 significant earthquakes, 4.0 to 5.2 on this risk, peak in risk here on the 25th. Now the risk is falling in Taiwan. So that was very interesting. There's 4 or 5 earthquakes, significant earthquakes on this peak in risk in Taiwan. Istanbul, Turkey, a very high risk, up 90% risk on the 28th and 29th. We could see a 4.0 to 5.0 in that vicinity of Istanbul, Turkey on the 28th into the 29th. And once again, in the Los Angeles area, we have a very high risk. Take a look over here, see if anything's happened. Very high risk in Southern California. And we have a strong earthquake is likely between now and noon on the 26th. Here's this risk continues through all of 26. So let's say the risk is for a strong earthquake between now and tomorrow evening in Southern California. 6.5 to 7.0 earthquake is possible. The risk level has not been this strong in California since the 6.5 earthquake hit back in March 31st. So be on alert tonight into tomorrow, and we'll be back again tomorrow night. Sorry we missed a couple of days there. We've been doing some more research, and we'll see you again. Today's Monday, almost Tuesday now. Tuesday, we'll see you Tuesday night at about 10 p.m. Pacific time. And stay safe. The strong earthquake should hit between now and the next time we do a next video tomorrow night. Thank you again for following us and subscribing at YouTube. And we will talk to you tomorrow night. Thank you so much.